Okay, so let us resume the practice session. And in this part, which is the second part, we'll start from question 21 and we'll complete all the remaining questions. So question 21 is about modifying the video, and it tells us that we're supposed to change the volume of the video. The video which is on the key challenges slide, so it's the same slide, and we're supposed to mute the volume. So we select the video, we go to playback tab under video tools, we go to volume and we choose mute. So that was question 21. Question 22 is about modifying the video. The question says trim the video and it tells us which video, so it's the same video and key challenges slides. We select the video. Again, playback tab under video tools, we go to the playback tab and we click on trim video. So once we get the dialog box, we write the start time as given in the question and the end time also as given in the question. We're not supposed to write the duration anywhere. If we've done the first two steps correctly, which is entering the start time and end time, we will see the duration and that matches what we have in the question. So we click OK, and be careful. In a question like this, you will not simply close the dialog box, because if you close, that means cancel. So you need to click OK and it would close by itself. So with that, we have completed question 22. Question 23 is about adding animation. It says add animation to text on a slide, list containing declining budgets. So it's this list starting from declining budgets till talent mobility, and the animation is supposed to be emphasis. So we go to animations, we go to the emphasis animations, and the type of animation given in the question is spin. So we click on spin. And with that, we have completed question 23. Question 24 is about modifying animation. It says change animation duration. And again, it's the animation applied to the same list. So we go and select the list. And the duration is supposed to be 4 seconds. So we go, this is the duration. You'll find it on the animations tab. So we change it to 4. And with that, we have completed question 24. So the next few questions are supposed to be done on the revenue by product lines slide. So we go to that slide, revenue by product lines. So this is the slide. The question is about modifying slide layout. It's question 25. It says change the slide layout, revenue by product lines slide. So it's the same slide. And the layout that we're supposed to apply is called title and content. So make sure that we're on the same slide that is given in the question. We go to the home tab, layout, and we choose title and content. So every layout has a name, so we need to choose the one given in the question. So that completes question 25. Question 26 is about editing chart data. It says add data to existing chart, and the chart is on revenue by product lines slide. So it's this chart that they're talking about, and we're given the data that we need to type, and we're supposed to add it at the end. So we select the chart, we go to chart tools design, and we click on edit data, and we type the data given in the question. So it is Q4, and then it is 4.5, it is 2.8, and 5. So we type the data, but you see it's still not shown on the chart because it's outside this frame. So we just need to drag this frame and include the last row that we've added. And when you do that, you'll find that the data has been added to the chart. So once you see it added, you can close this sheet. and the question is complete. Question 27 is about modifying the chart. We're supposed to modify chart design, and they're talking about the same chart because it's chart on revenue by product line slide. The type that we're supposed to choose is clustered column. So we select the chart, we go to Chart Tools Design, and we click on Change Chart Type. We go to Column, and then every type of column chart has a name. So we're supposed to select clustered column. So we double click it and it is applied. Now we're also supposed to change the style to style 13. So again, on the design tab, this is the list of styles. So every style has a name. So this is 11, 12. This is style 13. So we click on it and question 27 is now completed. Question 28 is about adding animation. It says add animation to an object on a slide. Which object? It says that next. So it is chart on revenue by product lines slide. So they're talking about the same chart. So we select the whole chart. And the animation is entrance float in. So we go to animations. This time we're supposed to select an animation related to entrance. And the name is float in. So we under entrance, we click on float in. And the question is now complete. Question 29 is about modifying animation. It says modify the order of animation, and we need to apply this modification on the title. So title on the same slide. So we select the animation number, or we select the text box of the title, and it says change the sequence of animation to make the title appear after the chart. So right now you can see number 1 for the title, number 2 for the chart. So we need the title to appear after the chart. So we select the title, and on the animations tab, we click on this option here which says move later. So now you can see that title has turned to number 2, chart is number 1. So it means that the title will appear after the chart. And this is exactly what the question asked us to do. So we've completed question 29. Okay, question 30 is about the questions slide. So we go to the questions slide. It says position objects in the slide, all objects except the title placeholder. So we select all the remaining objects, and we're supposed to align them center. So we go to Format under Drawing Tools or Format under Picture Tools. So both of them will serve the same purpose. And we go to this option which says Align Objects, and we click on Align Center. We're also supposed to distribute vertically. So we go back there and we choose Distribute Vertically. So once we've done both steps, question 30 is complete. Okay, question 31 is not for any certain slide. The next few questions are about finalizing the presentation. So question 31 is about ordering slides. We need to move a slide to a different location. So the slide that we need to move is Key Achievements, and we're supposed to move it before Key Challenges. So we go and select Key Achievements slide. Key Achievements slide. This is the slide. So we drag it and we move it before Key Challenges. So that completes question 31. Question 32 was about hiding slides. So we go all the way to the slide called Questions, and we're supposed to hide it. So we right click on it and we choose Hide Slide. Okay, question 33 is about adding sections. So we're supposed to insert and rename sections in the same file called Golden Badge Solutions. So it's the same file. And we're told where to add the sections. So the first one is before first slide. So we click before the first slide. This is where we put our cursor. We go to the Home tab and we click on this small arrow and click on Add Section. So the section is added, but we're given a name for it. So we're not supposed to leave the name as we can see now. We right click on the section name that we see and we click on rename section and we type the name given, which is rolling wave, and we click on rename. Now the second section is supposed to be before key achievements slide. So we go to key achievement slide and we click before it, right before the slide, and we do the same thing. We go and add a section. We're not supposed to keep the name as we see it now, so we right click and choose rename section and we type the name as given in the question, which is critical points, and then we click on rename. So that completes question 33. Okay, question 34 is about applying transitions. It says applying transition effects between slides, and it's the same file, Golden Badge Solutions. We're supposed to first choose all slides except 4 and 5. So let us select all the slides and except 4 and 5. So we'll leave those two. And the transition that we're supposed to apply is called dissolve. So we go to transitions and we go and choose dissolve. So every transition effect has a name. So we need to choose dissolve. This is dissolve. So we click on dissolve. For slides 4 and 5, it's a different transition. So now we select only slide 4 and 5. And the transition for these two is called peel off. So we go back and we choose peel off. So that completes question. Okay, no. It still doesn't complete it because it says duration for all slides is 2 seconds. So once again, we select all the slides. On the transitions tab, we go to duration and we change it to 2 seconds. So now the question is complete. Okay, now I have to tell you that for some of you, this question can have a slightly different option during the exam. Instead of saying duration, they may ask you to advance slides after 2 seconds. So in that case, what you do is instead of changing this number, you'll select this checkbox and you'll change this number. So we're not doing it because it's not in the question that we're looking at, but in the exam, if they ask you to change the advanced slide option, so it's this checkbox and these numbers that you need to set. Okay, so let's go to question 35. It's about adding slide numbers. It says add slide numbers to slides, and we're supposed to keep them in the footer. So we're not adding a footer, we're just keeping slide numbers at the bottom of the slides. And it says add slide numbers to all slides except the title slide. So we go to insert and we click on slide number, insert slide number. We select slide number and it's in the footer already, so that's fine. And then since the question said that we're not supposed to have it on the title slide, we'll select this checkbox and then we click on apply to all. And with that, question 35 is complete. Question 36 is about creating custom shows. So we do that through the slideshow tab, custom slideshow, custom shows, and we're supposed to create a new one. So we click on new and we're supposed to select slides 1, 3, 4, and 5. So we select these and move them to the other side. And then we're supposed to move strategy 2020 to the end. So this slide needs to move to the end. So we use these arrows and we put it at the end. And then we're supposed to name this slideshow. So we write the name, which is internal, and we click OK. And once we see it in this list, we click on close. So that completes question 36. Question 37 is about inspecting the presentation. It says inspect the presentation. The file is the same, Golden Bad Solutions. And what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to remove all content which is not shown on slides. So we go to the Backstage view or the File tab. That is where we go when we need to inspect a document. And we go to Check for Issues. And we click on Inspect Document. We might be asked to save. So let's click Yes. Now, once you see this dialog box, make sure that everything is selected. And then we click on Inspect. And once we see the results, we're not supposed to remove something which is not given in the question. So let's read the question again. It says, remove all content which is not shown on slides, which means that the content is there, but it's not visible. It's not shown on the slides. So for that, we need to remove this invisible on-slide content, and we're supposed to remove content which is not on the slides. So again, off-slide content also matches the description in the question. So we'll click on remove all next to it. So we're not going to remove anything else. We just remove what is mentioned in the question. Now, some of you will have this question with a slightly different option. So instead of asking you to remove all content which is not shown on slides, the question may require that you remove presentation notes. So in that case, you'll click this button, or the question may ask you to remove document properties. So in that case, you'll press this one. So don't get tempted to remove everything. You just need to see what you need to remove and then proceed accordingly. So once you've removed what was mentioned in the question, you click on Close. Question 38 is about setting presentation properties, and it's the same file again. So we go to File, and these are the properties. So we're given a title. So we type the title. It's called Golden Badge Solutions. So we type the title, and we're also supposed to add keywords. So we don't have keywords shown here. Let us click on Show All Properties. So we now see more properties, but still keywords are not visible. So what we do in that case, we click on Properties here, the small arrow next to Properties. We click it and we go to Advanced Properties. Once we see Advanced Properties, we go to the Summary tab, and there we find keywords. So let us type both the keywords corporate space, because keywords are separated using space, and the second one is called strategy. So we type both of them, we click OK, and we have completed question 38. Okay, question 39 is about applying print settings. So we go to print, and there we're supposed to apply the options given. So handouts 3 slides. We're not supposed to print full page slides. We go and choose under handouts 3 slides, and we're also supposed to make sure that the slides are framed. So we can see them framed here, but let us go back and confirm that frame slides is active. So if you see this check mark, it means that this is being applied. So just make sure that we have it active. Now, for some of you, this question could ask you to set the print option to be high quality. So in that case, you'll click this option. But in our case, it's frame slides, so that is already active. So we know that now the question is complete. Question 40 is about modifying save options. So again, we do it from the Backstage view. We go to Options, and then we go to Save, and we choose the 2 options listed in the question. The first one is Embed Fonts and File, and the second one is this one, Embed All Characters. So we make sure that we have the correct options selected, and then we click OK. question 41, which is the last question in our practice session. It's about modifying proofing options. So we go back to File, Options. This time it's about proofing, so we go to Proofing, and we're supposed to ensure that spelling and grammar errors are hidden. So we select this checkbox and we click OK, and with that, question 41 is complete. So this brings us to the end of the practice session. I wish you all the best with your exam, and in case you need any further clarification, you can come and ask me, or you can ask any of your instructors. We'll all be glad to help you. Best of luck, and we'll see you in the next practice session.